We're picking the UK.
You're obviously not from round here with an accent like that.
Yeah, two pickers from Canada looking to pick you.
Yeah, let her go.
I could see myself as a Spitfire pilot.
You're travelling at 400 miles an hour. The guy behind you's trying to blow your head off. Imagine that.
Unbelievable. We're pickers from Canada.
Oh, right, okay.
No, jeez.
That's all funny, but I can see trying to get through security. Yeah, now the key doesn't exist. We're searching for that perfect British pick.
That's the famous courtyard.
Look at that. This is the opportunity of a lifetime for a picker.
Holy smokes. I'm Scott Cozens,
I'm Sheldon Smithens.
and we're pickers.
See that fork in the road?
Take it.
We travel all over Canada.
Looking for hidden gems in basements, attics, and barns. For me, it's all about the thrill of the hunt. Oh man, we might have hit the mother lode here. I like to move fast. I can always find something we can make a profit on.
I thought I'd seen it all, Scott. I'm looking for that one-of-a-kind item that has its own story to tell. Just like the people we meet, every story is different. It's not junk to us. Great to be here in jolly old England.
Great to be driving on the wrong side of the road again.
They love their fish and chips in England.
They used to wrap them in newspaper.
Well, they still do, just no newsprint.
Right. Wouldn't be that healthy, would it? So that was great to get the SF Cody thing behind us.
My partner and I are interested in the whole bundle.
On the basis you take it all, 8.5.
$8 grand.
All right.
$8 grand. Got it. Safe in our container.
We're sending a container back to Calgary. We have lots of square footage. We want to fill her right up.
Weight is no issue.
I love England, and I especially love picking in England. Pretty little seaside town, Lytham, St. Anne.
Lovely little town.
And this is where the English come to spend a week by the seaside. There's a fellow around here, they call him the Spitfire Man, a World War II fanatic.
The Brits sure showed their mettle in the Second World War.
Yeah.
I mean, as a country and Churchill as a leader.
Stiff upper lip.
Yeah. We can't be far now. I'm getting excited. Oh, look at this. Look at this great old warehouse area. There we are, a couple of airplane hangars.
Good driving, Governor.
Thank you very much.
He was kind of a military-looking guy. Would you be Lee?
I am indeed.
I'm Sheldon.
Sorry?
Sheldon.
Scott.
You're obviously not from round here with an accent like that.
Yeah, two pickers from Canada looking to pick you.
Canadians, you know, a couple of crazy guys with a crazy accent say, can I have a route round your warehouse? I've got stuff, all sorts of stuff. What kind of stuff are you looking at?
Anything antique collectible-wise?
I sort of wondered what on earth it was going to be like to start with. Come on over and have a look.
Lee lifts the shed door.
This is like Christmas.
The big unveil. Just keep looking and follow the door up.
Whoa, you've got a Spitfire. Now that's a toy for boys.
We're quite affectionate about her. We call her Lucy, yeah, named after my wife, because she spits fire. I've always worked on the basis that I'm not going to grow up. I'm just going to get bigger toys and enjoy it.
Anything war-related, anything Spitfire-related, he's grabbing, he's accumulating right now as much as he can.
I've always had an interest in World War II, particularly the RAF, the Royal Air Force is my thing, and, of course, the iconic Spitfire. The Spitfire itself, Lucy, she'd been in storage for many years, and we restored her.
And it looks like she's taken down 12 German fighters.
Yeah, that's right. Used to put the kills on the side there. Very proud to say that I have actually served Queen and country. I spent 5 years in the Royal Navy.
Now you're an RAF guy, Air Force.
Yeah.
How did you make the transition?
When I was 16, I actually applied to become an RAF pilot.
Oh,
Too big.
I was. I did all the tests. They said, you've done really well. Don't grow more than an inch.
And you sprouted 4 inches.
Up I went.
So can we get the wings down on that thing?
Yeah, if you're prepared to help.
Yeah, let her go.
It's easier flying them than it is pushing them.
Yeah.
Now, this thing seems like it's all made out of fiberglass.
It's a mix of fiberglass and aluminium.
Any aluminum in it?
Aluminium. You're in England. You've got to get with the lingo. Tomato.
No, tomato.
No, if it was tomato, it'd have an E in it somewhere.
It does in some places. How do we get the wings down?
Sheer manpower.
Ask him if we can sit in it, and he says we can. I could see myself as a Spitfire pilot.
We're at 25,000 feet. You're travelling at 400 miles an hour. You've got 16 seconds of ammunition, and the guy behind you's trying to blow your head off. And you're 20 years old.
Unbelievable.
Try and imagine that.
Absolutely amazing experience. Just get a little bit of a taste of what it must have been like in the war. So what would a Spitfire cost to buy?
The last one I heard of was close on 4 million.
4
million.
Just a little high.
We're out. Let's get picking.
Let's do it.
Never picked an airplane hangar before.
No.
Feel free to have a rummage. What are you doing up there?
I always like
Crazy
to get up
guy.
high. You
Yeah,
see
yeah.
better things from up high.
Nice dismount.
Absolutely. Well done.
Look at this, Sheldon.
What have you found there?
Lee's got an RAF flying kit.
Pull
That's
it
the
all out.
oxygen mask.
Yeah, that's everything all in one.
It's got a flying helmet, goggles, the air mask, complete deal.
Come on, go the full Monty
Go
if
the
you're
full.
going the full Monty.
Oh,
this is all-
How would you use these things? That's a beautiful little package.
That is a full set, if you will, with the correct radio gear.
And what would something like that sell for? Yeah.
Just like that, £1,200.
£1,200.
Yeah.
We can't be buying at that price.
No, I don't really want to thin out the collection. I'd like to keep most of what I've got. Oh, my word.
Hey, nice.
Where did you find
Fire in the hole!
that? Yeah, that's right, yeah. Hand grenade.
We call this the pineapple.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's got no, he's taken the debt out of it. You can imagine it's
Yeah.
been sat like that, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So what would something like that sell for?
I mean, it might be, I don't know, 20 or 30 pounds.
How about 20 pounds?
No.
Okay.
I'll tell you for why.
Try.
That particular item was given to us by the wife of the guy.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
It had been given to Lee, and he wasn't going to sell the gift. What else you got?
I'm digging through a little box. It says Spitfire on the front of it. This is like a little treasure trove.
Now this, I love this. On the flies of the trousers, yeah, they had little black buttons like that.
Right.
Yeah, you've crash landed, or if you're in a prison camp and you want to get out, what they would do is undo that,
The button came apart in 2 pieces.
and if you turn that over,
Oh, a little
Yeah.
pin.
over, you've got 2 dots and 1 dot,
Right. The second part, it balanced on the pin.
and let it go.
And it's a compass.
2 for north, 1 for south.
Ingenious.
Now that is fun.
Amazing technology, so simple. I wonder how many lives were saved by that little ingenious
And that
stuff.
was stitched into the fly of the trousers, and it looked just like a single button.
What would the value be on something like that?
Probably looking at £120.
At 120 pounds, we can't be buying that. We don't know what the market is back in Canada.
I put things up for sale once in a while at a price that might be a little bit too high, and then what a shame it didn't sell.
This looks like it's a part of a piston of some sort.
Very good.
Somebody's taken a piston, carved a bit of it off, turned it into an ashtray. Can you do a good Winston Churchill?
No.
Never in the field of human conflict
Oh, you're very good.
was so much owned by so many to so few.
Yeah, that's
Give
it.
that man a cigar.
The famous lines.
So what would you sell us this one for? No, we got to make some money off it.
£150.
150? Man. Well, I'm comfortable at 100 pounds. I just don't think we can do it. We just can't get caught up in the emotion of having something, or we'll be buried with it.
Keep calm, pick on. But we have to find something to bring back with us. We got to keep digging.
Surprise! I thought that since the boys are in England, I would bring a little bit of England to us.
Really?
Sir,
Well, thank you.
cucumber sandwich? You must wear an English hat.
Right then. How's that?
It just feels right, you know?
Would you like a crumpet? Pardon me, hands.
Sit up straight. So I don't know what those boys are doing out there, but
I'm sure they're having a big holiday.
cheers to us.
Cheers.
Thank you, darling. As they gallivant around England, we will just bring a little bit of it here.
There we go.
As they left us here for 2 weeks all alone.
Bastards.
We're seeing a lot of interesting things, but Lee's really reluctant to part with anything. Here we go.
It's a tradition.
You thought it was my size? I think it's
Hey,
your
look at
size.
that. That looks good. That looks
It's
good.
a tradition.
Do you have
Now
a
you
jacket
see-
to go with it?
I do, actually.
Lee loves things from this time period, and this is a proper RAF
Yeah.
uniform, and
Yeah, it is.
you're passionate about it, aren't you?
Oh, I am. Do you know what? It was the spirit, the fighting spirit of the people, the way they pulled together. I was born 30 years too late because I'd love to live in that time.
My dad always felt that. He used to say that he felt like he was born too late because he never got a chance to serve in the war.
My father was in the RCAF, the Royal Canadian Air Force.
Fantastic, fantastic. And the hairs on the back of my neck just stand up. During World War II, the Canadians played, you know, a large part. There were squadrons of Canadian pilots, and a lot of them lost their lives, and they were real heroes.
It's nice to hear an Englishman speak with such respect about the Canadian boys as well.
Where to next?
What do you got hidden under there?
Well spotted, well spotted. No, it's actually,
Little wooden model.
I hand that down to you, and this was made back in 1940. She's a beauty.
Oh, she is a beauty, because it wasn't just any old model. It had the RAF markings on it.
If a pilot got shot down, these were operated by the RAF to rescue their guys out the channel.
Huh?
Working motor.
It's a working little old 1940s electric motor.
You could get it right up
you
and
could have
running
it up
again.
and running. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. I acquired it from a museum that sadly had shut down. It's a real one-off. I've never seen another one.
Great little lifeboat on the back
yeah,
end of it. Beautiful alligator finish. That's something you could see in an executive's office. Fabulous little piece. So what would something like this sell for?
Do you know, difficult to put a price on. I know what I paid for it.
Well, let's start there.
I paid £200 for it.
So what would you want for it if you were selling it?
I'd happily accept what I paid for it.
Done, 200 pounds.
Sold to the man in the big hat.
Couldn't shake his hand quick enough. That's one of the best little boats I've seen in a long time.
I'm happy with that.
Excellent, excellent. I sort of surprised myself on that one, that I did part with it. But the only thing that really went back to Canada after the war were the guys that survived. So to actually have a piece of our history going back over there for them to enjoy, I think that's wonderful. Hey guys, maybe there's something here you'll really recognise.
Pulls out an old hunting gun case.
Now this is already from over the pond.
But out of it, he pulls out an authentic Thompson submachine gun.
It's all original, and you can see this has been used, this has seen action. You pop that open.
Put your cleaning gear in there,
Your
yeah.
cleaning rod in there. And it's quite heavy as well.
Yeah, it is.
You know, you
But
want,
it's balanced.
It's
well
yeah,
balanced.
Yeah,
Now, they also had, didn't they have a rotary clip, too?
yeah, that's right.
Those are guns with such a history. They were used in the mob. Al Capone used them.
The American military was so impressed with it that they, in '39, they said, we need this.
For the
We need this
military.
for the military. So it was adapted to this clip. These little babies, short, fat and stubby. So you can see the
Those
difference.
aren't real bullets, right?
They are, yeah. That's a DEAC round, so it's nice and safe.
Right.
Being a gun safety guy,
Yeah.
there's not one in the chamber now,
No,
is
you
there?
can't get one in the chamber. I've got a deactivation certificate for it.
Perfect. So they're relatively common over here?
No, oh no, they're not common.
Something's telling me I got to take this one home. What would a decommissioned Thompson submachine gun go for?
These fetch top end 750, bottom end 400.
So what would you want for this one?
Put that at 500 quid.
500 quid.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's your bottom line. There's no negotiation on that. Or is there? Because I'd offer you 450.
Would you?
Unless you said there's no negotiation.
4 3/4.
Perfect.
Hey, that sounds
done
like
another-
a deal.
I love
Hey,
it.
look at him, he's John Wayne all
yeah.
over here. Hey. If that's hard bargaining, I'll hard bargain with them all day.
Lee, I presume it's coming with these clips, is that right?
You presume wrong.
I only
Yeah.
need one clip.
What a great pair of guys. I mean, I enjoyed the day with them, and I've still got one last item for them to look at. Come on over and have a look.
Look at that baby.
That was a war-era Willys Jeep.
Is this an American Jeep?
Yeah. The Willys Jeeps were brought over by the Americans.
Right.
Do you want to go for a spin?
Oh, would love to. Yeah. I like the fact that I'm driving. I used to drive a Willys Jeep, and that was a lot of fun. It brought back some memories. He's back. He's back, and I'm going. Yeah.
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, that was fun.
Was that good or
Fantastic.
what? That is amazing, isn't it?
Even though we only bought 2 things, we bought 2 of the best things we bought in a while.
That's got a good story to it. It's got a good look.
That is a great boat.
He was happy to see a couple guys that appreciated that piece. He sold it for what he paid for it.
And that is the best gun we've ever had a chance to buy. That Thompson submachine gun, you could go 15 years in Canada and not find one of those at a pick. It's been deactivated, it's got a certificate.
That was a lot of fun.
That was fantastic. Pleasure to meet you both.
Thank you very much.
No, brilliant. And who knows, if I'm ever in Calgary, I'll come and look you up.
Please
Absolutely.
do.
Yeah.
I know we're going to come across some Spitfire stuff, and I now know the guy who needs it. I'm going to buy you a shandy in the pub tonight and cool you down,
I think a ginger beer, actually.
and then we'll go picking tomorrow. Another great day in England. Gotta find some more stuff.
What say we just head to a car boot sale? There's one of the biggest car boots in this area today.
I've never been to a car boot sale.
It's much like what I would call a modern-day flea market.
But you set up shop out of the back of your vehicle.
Right.
I wonder how that evolved, though, the word boot. Calling the trunk of your car a boot. Let's go look for a little bit of booty.
Well, here we are.
This place is pandemonium.
Most of it's new, but the odd bit is quite old. Sheldon, we're going to the opera today. You really have to put a lot of miles on, because you can go table after table after table with stuff you're not at all interested in before you find the one table that's got the stuff you want. That guy's got some old stuff there. I like your stuff here.
Thank you.
That's not a bad one. Can't help but notice a shiny brass helmet.
Yeah, that's a Dutch fireman's helmet.
It's got a good shape to it. Those are always desirable in the marketplace. What do you want for it?
The absolute best on it would be £50.
Just a little high.
What do you think? Fireman?
That's a good look.
Good luck.
Yeah,
You like
it
that
does
look
good.
better?
You could change your image for 45 quid.
45 quid, yeah. I like it, but you're killing me on the 45.
Oh, come on. There's room in that.
So you say you can't come down on that, but if we took the pair, the brass one and the Dutch one,
I'd do 85 for the two.
I like that.
85.
Yeah.
Done.
Good man.
Good. We'll double up on that, no problem. I got the fiver. I think I got the fiver.
You're always chipping in with a little bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you? Scott.
Scott, hi.
What can you tell me about the picture? I mean, that's something you'd see back in our country, not in this country.
Right.
It's a Native American, full headdress, beautiful colors. It's a nice image. It's exactly what the market wanted in England at about the turn of the last century. What's the ticket on it?
Well, it was going to be £250.
Even at £250, it's not a non-starter if it's right. That sort of bothers me. Looks like it was cracked and somebody just varnished it to try and save it. What would you say about that one, Sheldon? What are your thoughts?
I'm a little suspect. Well, the first rule of any marketplace is caveat emptor. Let the buyer beware. And I don't see a brushstroke on something that's trying to portray itself to be an oil painting.
Here, I'll let you put it back up there.
Of course.
Enjoy it.
Thank
It's
you.
a pleasure. Goodbye.
I don't even think it's a painting.
No, it's not. It's a photocopy on canvas.
Okay, I just want to make sure you and I are on the same wavelength.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
We usually are. Nice copy.
Worth 20 pounds.
Well, this guy's got some stuff.
He's got some old stuff, doesn't he? Scott, nice to meet you.
I'm Sheldon. How's the sale going?
It's quite good today, thanks.
Huh. It's pretty primitive, but it's arts and crafts.
Yeah?
It's got lovely arts and crafts motifs on the top, on the front of it. What do you have on the little arts and crafts piece?
It's £20.
I don't think I can do 20 on that, but I'd do 10.
I could only do 15 on that one, I'm sorry.
Do we need that for 15?
Yes.
15, okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Done. We should be able to get the equivalent of 40 pounds, maybe 50 pounds pretty quick. Oh, you're paying. Good.
I am.
Thank you.
Chip in a 5.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
How you doing? Yeah, a lot of hats. Really nice.
From
Yeah,
Canada.
thank you.
You come over just for this?
Amongst other things. We're pickers from Canada.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
I sort of do the same sort of thing. I do house clearances and I sort of pick the good items and keep them myself. Might have a few things you guys might be a bit interested in.
I want some good things.
I've got good things.
That's one of the great things about going to a car boot or a flea market is networking with people. That's our van over there. You see the one with the logo on the side?
With a snake on it. Which one's the snake?
He's the snake.
He's a snake.
That's not a snake. That's a brand, man. That's
right. Okay, now we're talking. I can meet you out on the front drive if you want.
We'll be looking for you.
Brilliant.
Good.
See you soon.
All right.
Okay, see ya.
Cheers, gents.
You can always find a gem if you're prepared to look.
Who knows about Mark's place? Let's go find him.
Hi, Scott. Hi, Sheldon. I don't know if you've forgotten about us or not, but we're just wondering how things are going and when exactly you'll be back. Have a safe trip, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bring some beer for the cooler.
Bye, guys. I'm not really sure if they're ever coming back now. I'm starting to miss them.
I'm not.
It's amazing. You meet a guy at a car boot. I'm sort of
Yeah.
curious as to what he's got in his house.
Worthy of a look. We bump into Mark. He's invited us back to his house to take a look at his stuff. He said he's clearing houses, which means he could have anything.
Anything and everything. That
Didn't
was
drive too fast then.
Not
Managed
too
to keep
bad.
up. Come into my humble abode.
Thank you very much for having us over.
My pleasure. Come on in.
Oh,
Feel free to look around, look inside cupboards.
let's go.
Always happy to look.
The items I look for, I would say antique items and especially toys. I like my superhero stuff. The sort of 80s toys that I grew up with as a child myself. There's nothing better than coming downstairs after waking up and seeing loads of toys staring in your face. I love collecting Star Wars.
Star Wars,
Love
yeah.
the Star Wars, as you can see.
Never
He's
seen
never
it.
seen Star Wars.
No.
Can you believe it?
I've never been one to follow the herd.
Really? You
don't even know where the herd
Star
is.
Wars movie?
This is way more up my alley than Sheldon's. This is 20th century stuff for the most part.
No, jeez.
They should actually be upstairs. I don't know what they're doing down here.
Yeah, so that's all funny, but I can see trying to get through security. I'm thinking, yeah, now the key doesn't exist.
That would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
There's a key.
Don't worry.
There you are. A little worried?
Yeah, stay away from me.
The way Sheldon reacted on that tells me he's either been arrested or to prison before.
Or both.
Yeah.
Let's get picking here. But if you look a little closer, there's some better things here, too. Hey, Scott, take a look at this bar.
Oh, is that
Sort of a
sweet?
1920s bar. And watch this action.
Oh, is that sweet?
And we like that.
You open it up,
great.
and your booze pops out at you.
Generally speaking, the houses in England aren't quite as big as in North America, so they had to get as much into a small space as they could. And now you've got
Oh, and
this
the
in here, and the
glasses.
glasses go in there.
Right.
Yeah, it's mechanical, it's in the Art Deco style.
Beautiful piece.
So what would you want for something like that?
80,
I think I'd like it at 50 pounds, for sure.
60.
Done.
Brilliant.
Good deal.
Right.
Good
gents. Thank you very much. If I've had something for a while, I've enjoyed it. Let's move it on to someone else who can enjoy it as well.
And I know you're not going to want to sell it, but we love lawyers' bookcases.
It really is a beautiful piece.
Beautiful, rich color.
And each one actually comes off. You can stack it.
Stacker.
They're perfect because one guy can move that all by himself out the door. Scott and I will buy every stacking bookcase that we can find at the right price. I don't suppose you'd want to part with that.
I could be tempted for you, gentlemen.
And where are you going to put the Smurfs? That's the question.
That is my wife's collection. Put it this way, by the time you've got that in your van, you'll be gone. It'll be me that'll be getting the grief, not you guys. Don't worry about it. Right, I mean, for the whole thing, I'm thinking 180.
Oh, boy, that's tempting.
That's really tempting.
Tell you what, why don't we give you 200 for it? Use that extra 20 to take your wife out for dinner.
Sounds fantastic, Sheldon. 200
it is.
Thank you very much, Scott. Thank you, Sheldon.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
He was basing his prices off what he paid for things, not what the top retail value was.
Come on up and come into the bedroom, gentlemen.
Got invited into the bedroom. That's
Not
the
many
first
men have
one.
been invited into the bedroom by me.
Nice chest of drawers.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's a really early Victorian, possibly 1840s, 1850s.
Never seen one anywhere else, in any antique shop, anywhere. Beautiful piece.
When you hear people talk about patina, that's what they're talking about, is that color.
Are the knobs original, do you think?
I think the knobs are right.
It's got beautiful, narrow dovetails.
All done by hand. No machine ever touched that piece of furniture. What do you want for it, Mark?
So 120?
Gee, that's pretty good. I'm not arguing with you. I'm going to
Brilliant.
shake on it.
We'd already made our money through the clearances that these items came from anyway. So it's just extra profit on top of what we'd already earned. So I was quite happy with the prices that I'd given them.
You know, this is one of the coolest things I think we've ever bought. Little ice tub over on either side. Would be perfect for a loft in London or Toronto or New York. We settle at 60 pounds, leaves us enough room.
And there's a beautiful chest of drawers, all done by hand. No machine ever touched that piece of furniture. Real easy moneymaker. It's 3 shelves. I offered him 200 and he was just delighted. We should be able to double our money just like that. Mark, we've got a little tradition in our part of the world that we do every once in a while. You, sir, are a true Calgarian now.
Thank you
White-hatted.
very much.
White-hatted.
Now you got to put it on.
Yeah. There you go.
Hey, look at that. That's a good look.
Just a second, Let's get it.
Yeah.
There we are. Perfect.
All
God
right.
bless.
Okay.
If you're ever in this area again, pop in.
Not very many guys get a white hat, but he was a fun guy. The whole day with him was fun.
I'm really glad we went to the boot sale.
Yeah, if we hadn't gone to the boot sale, we wouldn't have met Mark. We wouldn't have got those good pieces of furniture.
But a little more work to do. We got to roll up our sleeves. We got a container to fill.
Yeah.
That looks really good.
All right.
You know, I know this isn't exactly the right hat, but you know the guys that stand guard? I have no idea how they keep a straight face. Oh, you're pretty good at that.
Enough of this crap. Get back to work.
Oh, jeepers. Well, I'll see you later, Jess.
All right.
You know, I've never been to Wales before.
It's its own unique country within the United Kingdom.
You couldn't paint a picture as pretty as this. The idyllic greens with sheep.
Speaking of sheep, apparently in Wales, there's 4 times more sheep than there are people.
Is that right?
Yeah. I talked to a guy in Myrig in Port Marion, and he said he would show us around.
Yeah, this is going to be a riot. Port Marion is where they filmed most of The Prisoner. To see the set of The Prisoner will be one of the highlights of my life. Not only might we get an opportunity to buy something from the set of The Prisoner, we might get to buy something just from Port Marion. We got to fill that container up. Look at this. This is the entrance to the village.
It's magnificent.
There's the courtyard. That's the famous courtyard.
Look at that. We're seeing buildings with peaks and spires and arches. Everything looks like it's a fantasy world.
Hello there. Welcome to Port Merion.
Hi, Scott. How are
Hi,
you?
Scott. How
I'm
are you?
Sheldon.
Hi, Sheldon. I'm
And-
Myrig. Pleased to meet you.
I still can't believe we're in the place where the prisoner was shot.
It's still this massive cult thing that still brings so many people here.
I recognized the promenade, I recognized the fountain, everything from the TV series.
So this is the building.
Oh, this is it? Yeah.
this
Number
is the one.
6's place.
Yeah. So every time you see him coming in and out of his apartment, it was this door.
And he had the logo right there.
That's right, yeah.
Number 6 right
That's
there.
right.
I'm enthralled with some of the architecture. There's so many unusual things going on here.
This is the brainchild of the architect Sir Clough Williams-Ellis, who for 20 years had a burning ambition to build a village to show off his architecture. Clough bought the place in 1925, and then, of course, he started building, but he wasn't wealthy. It took him 50 years. It was his life's work. He didn't finish until 1976. The Dome is probably my favourite building.
And look at the huge griffins on the top.
He would go around places, and if he saw a statue being neglected, he'd go to the owner and say, please, can I have this? I've got just the place. I'll look after it for you.
Just so I'm clear here, a lot of the buildings here, even though they were only built between 25 and 77,
Yeah.
are hundreds of years old in terms of the material that's
That's
in them.
right.
So
absolutely.
1760.
Yes, yeah.
Got
yeah.
reincorporated.
Yeah.
That's why
it.
it looks so naturally old.
Yeah.
Just a fabulous mix of different styles of architecture from a guy who was clearly a genius.
Clough went to the stonemason and said, can you do me as a gargoyle? Can you do me as a cobble face? So he wanted to be here looking out over the middle of the village.
That is beautiful.
So where are you from in Canada?
We're both from Calgary.
Okay.
We're a couple of pickers. We're over here buying antiques.
Okay.
Do you have anything to sell?
I'd have to go and check. I will go and check, actually. I'll be back.
Fantastic. He knows the grounds, but he's not in charge to make decisions as to whether some of the things can be sold or not. Makes a call.
Any luck?
I have some good news. I've phoned somebody who may be able to help you. I'd like to introduce you to him.
Perfect. Let's go.
All of a sudden, we're in a deluxe golf cart.
It's a long time since I've been this excited.
That looks like a castle.
It's a castle. So Myrig takes us to meet Robin. He gets to decide what stays and what goes.
Pleased
Hi,
to meet you,
How
Robin.
are you,
Yes,
Scott?
How are you?
And it turns out Robin is the grandson of Clough Williams-Ellis. We've been told you might have something to sell, and it might be antique or collectible, but it might also be prisoner-related.
Well, there's a big mixture of stuff here, which is left over from the series, left over from when Clough used to have his dump in the woods, where he collected all sorts of salvage stuff,
Dump in the woods, I love it.
And so there's a bit of a job to do here, picking it out and going through it all.
Well, that's what we do.
Okay, well, sounds good.
Be seeing you.
Be seeing you.
What we need here is to knock one out of the park just to finish our UK trip. Oh, wow.
Holy smokes. How do you get to see what's in here?
Well, it's a little bit crammed. We've had a lot of furniture, and sometimes when we refurbish, we take the old stuff out, put something else in. Basically, we haven't got enough storage space.
This is an amazing place.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime for a picker. Well, let's take a look around here.
Man, that's a piece of iron or tin or something.
Was actually designed by Clough.
Incredible wrought iron sign. Probably dates from the 30s. Fabulous owl in it.
But it's been hanging there, for decades until the lorries became too tall and were hitting it and damaging it. It had to be taken down.
And would this be something that's for sale?
Well, it's here for safekeeping. Some of the stuff is kind of heirloom stuff or part of the place, and we're looking for somewhere to put it.
I can think of a place in Canada, but I have a feeling that's not in the cards.
Oh, well, I'm sure you've got some great walls in Canada.
Yeah.
We do, and I can assure you we'd find a wall to put that on.
Well, if you could get someone to make it a replica, it's all yours.
Let's get buying.
Whoops, what's behind?
Oops.
I like the pub sign.
From the pub down the road.
Whoa, it's a heavy one, too.
Yeah.
Royal oak.
That's a beauty. They're hand-painted. They're made to attract a customer. Is that something that you could part with?
Absolutely, yeah.
Really? So what would you think would be a fair price, Robin?
It's not going to be in the thousands.
Thank God.
150?
I'd be prepared to stick my neck out for 100.
Yeah,
You've played this game before. 125?
it's yours.
125? Perfect.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, that's a great start.
Yeah, they'll love that in our market.
This tells me that Robin's prepared to sell. What is this? and I'm crawling under the stairs and I see this huge piece of brass in there. Solid brass, Sheldon.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the base of a lamp. That's like a
big
lamp.
column.
Yeah, column for a lamp.
Turns out it's a lamp stand. It's been stored a little neglectfully.
Yeah, it's
Look at the feet on it. It's got lion claw feet on the bottom of it. It's all there.
It's heavy, isn't it?
It is.
I knew this was one of the best lamp standards I've ever had the chance of seeing. Where did it sit?
well, it was in the hotel. It's an old lamp. Say that was 1920s.
That's a real iconic piece of the village.
It just needs to be reassembled.
Yeah.
Is that something you'd sell?
Yeah, we would, yeah.
We're gonna take that back to Calgary if we can buy it.
It'd be nice to get £1,000, but I think it would probably be closer to 300 quid.
Did they film in the hotel for the prisoner?
They didn't actually film inside, no.
So nobody would have seen that on camera?
Not on the prisoner, no.
So it's just a beautiful lamp?
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, I'd take a run at 150.
I'd take a run at 200.
There you go. I'm getting bid up by my partner here. So we're at 2.
Well, it's probably worth a bit more than that to us here.
How much more is it worth?
It's probably worth 300.
That's where you started.
295. But if you like it so much, then we'll do 275.
Done.
Done.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It seems like he's a motivated seller today.
We're gonna do you a huge favor and clear some space here for you.
We're in need of a bit of space.
I'm just hoping that there's a few iconic pieces that were from the set of The Prisoner.
We have a few more things in here.
Wow. We start rapid fire buying samplers, pictures, mirrors.
Let's say 150 for both.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
Good. Done.
30 pounds?
Okay.
30 pounds. Nice little piece of embroidery.
10 pounds.
It's yours.
Done. We're loading up a container here right out of the blue.
75 pounds?
60.
Okay.
Done.
Can't really retain all this stuff forever. If it's not being used, well, let it go somewhere where it can be appreciated.
They're coming one after another after another.
Done.
It's yours.
Well done.
45.
This is what picking's all about.
Oh, what's the story on this thing?
That's cast iron. That's an umbrella or a cane holder.
Oh my gosh! This is the top of the heap for umbrella stands. It's a cherub holding a snake.
It's Victorian, and the Victorians loved cast iron.
It's probably got a bit of significance for us here in that I might be frowned upon if we let it go. I don't know.
Oh no! I want it. And I'm not sure if I want to sell it or not.
It's very, it's very rare.
So are you saying there's no price, or it's going to have to be a fair price?
Well, it would have to be a good price.
What's a good price?
Well, might be £400.
It's a good one.
That's not totally out of proportion, I would say.
400's your bottom line on it?
Well, let's say 375.
Done.
Good. Everybody's happy with that one.
So we're having a great time.
We've got some more stuff upstairs here if you want to have a look.
You better hurry, Sheldon.
There's more stuff?
I'm just hoping that there's pieces connected with the prisoner. Here we are. I saw something back there.
What have you spotted, Scott?
You got a wagon wheel, and it looks like you got some sort of a train light or something.
These are from the prisoner. In the prisoner, in the center of the village, there was a blue and red and yellow painted coach by the information sign where McGowan is standing looking for information on the village.
Right.
And that fell into decay, and the only bits left are the actual lamp and the wheel.
Be careful, it might fall apart in your hand.
A bit of dust on it.
As a lamp, it's got a value of like 20 quid.
Sure.
But it's got some interest because it's from the prisoner.
It's got quite a bit of interest.
Even though it's just bits and pieces, I know people that would love to have those. Is that something that would be for sale?
It's kind of a heritage thing, isn't it, We've been keeping it here in safekeeping, but we don't really have a particular, use for it.
I was thinking 150.
Well, since you've come so far and you're so interested, we knock it down to you for £250.
All Are we going to see a few other prisoner-related pieces?
There aren't that many bits of the prisoner left around because they took a lot of it back with them.
Yeah.
Anything they could carry.
How about 2?
All right, then.
Done. 2.
Okay, you're a hard man.
Yeah.
You know when you got me, don't you? We ended up paying a heck of a lot more than we would normally pay for a wagon wheel, a rail, and a busted lantern. But those have the prisoner connection. That provenance should be able to double up or even triple up to the right person. I see something that I saw in the village as I was coming in, and it brought back memories of watching the prisoner.
This is a replica which was made because somebody stole it, the original one. And then the original came up for sale in some sale room in...
And you bought it back?
We bought it back, plus commission.
That's a great piece if we can get it at the right price. So how much do you want for the replica?
Oh, right, well...
It's no use to you anymore.
Well, it's kind of, you know, I mean... You got me there.
But I can tell you this, I'm not getting the original.
Sure.
So at least I can get a replica.
Right.
Why don't you throw out a number, Scott?
Well, I was thinking you were going to come in at 100, and I was going to come in at 50, and we were going to settle at 75.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
I wasn't thinking that it was for sale, but it's yours for whatever you want.
You are a gentleman. 75 pounds, screaming deal, iconic image.
It was a great opportunity to do a bit of a clear out, move some stuff out, give it a good home, free up some space.
We got everything you could want, totally different stuff than we usually buy. Man, I tell you, Sheldon, this is one of the best things I think we've ever bought. We didn't steal that by any means. We stepped up, but the best is always the best and the rest is always the rest. This is from the prisoner that was sat up on top of the pole, I think, with a gas pump on it. 75 pounds, screaming deal. To a prisoner buck, that could be 500 bucks. That is a great pub sign.
I'm so excited about this sign. I'd like to go have a beer. Gentlemen,
This was an incredible day.
it's just been so much
fantastic.
fun.
Well, here's a little sign for you.
Oh, cool.
That's the workshop where Clough and his carpenters made all the stuff for the village.
Oh.
So that's the sign that was above the door.
That puts the day over the top. We've had such a good time.
It's a great day.
I want to check out the pub.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, they're welcome to come back, clean out the sheds anytime.
We've loaded up a container.
And I'm really looking forward to all that stuff we bought arriving at the warehouse.
Let's do the European tour next time. The UK's been fabulous to us.
That was an amazing trip. Nice to be back in Canada. We had a really good trip to the UK, but there's no place like home. Hey, we're back.
How are you? Little souvenir for you?
Yeah, and for you, Jerry, double-decker.
Oh, hey.
So,
Yeah. What have you guys been doing?
Working.
Waiting for you to get back?
Brooke and Jerry were not too excited to see us. Where's the party? Where's the champagne?
Yeah, we're out of here.
Out of here.
You see that? You see the look on their faces?
We got them.
Good commitment, buddy. See you tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Is it something we said? I don't get it.
Oh, now I know.
I still think there's going to be a surprise party.